Lecture 4. The theme is Semasiology. The plan of the lecture. The causes of semantic changes. Semantic structure of English words. Semantic structure of compounds. Semasiology came from Greek and means signification. It is a discipline of linguistics concerned with the question, what does the word mean? It studies the meaning of words regardless how they are pronounced. It is the opposite of onomasiology, a branch of lexicology that starts with a concept or object and asks for its name. The exact meaning of semasiology is somewhat obscure. It is often used as a synonym of semantics, that is, the study of the meaning of words, phrases, and the longer forms of expression. However, semasiology is also sometimes considered part of lexical semantics, a narrow subfield of lexicology, the study of words and semantics. The causes of semantic changes. Semasiology is the branch of linguistics which studies the meaning of words called semantics. The meaning of word can change in the course of the historical development of language. Changes of lexical meanings can be proved by comparing contexts of different times. Transfer of the meaning is called a lexicosemantic word building. In such cases, the outer aspect of a word does not change. The causes of semantic changes can be extra-linguistic and linguistic. By extra-linguistic causes, we mean various changes in the life of the speech community, changes in economic and social structure, scientific concepts, and the other spheres of human activities as reflected in word meaning. For example, the change of the lexical meaning of the noun pen was due to extra-linguistic causes. Primarily, pen comes back to the Latin word penna, means a feather of the bird. As people wrote with goose pens, the name was transferred to steel pens, which were later on used for writing. Still later, any instrument for writing was called a pen. On the other hand, causes can be linguistic, and it means factors acting within the language system. The main form of linguistic cause is discrimination or differentiation of synonyms, which can be illustrated by the semantic development of a number of words. The conflict of synonyms, when a perfect synonym of a native word is borrowed from some other languages, one of them may specialize in its meaning. For example, the noun tide in Old English was polysemantic and denoted time, season, hour. When the French words time, season, hour were borrowed into English, they ousted the word tide in these meanings. It was specialized and now means regular movement of sea towards and away from the land. Semantic structure of English words. Every word has two aspects. The outer aspect, that is its sound form, and the inner form, that is its meaning, and presents a structure which is called the semantic structure of the word. And it is known that most words convey several concepts and possess the corresponding number of meanings. One and the same word in different syntactical relations can develop different meanings. For example, the verb treat in sentences. A. He treated my words as a joke. B. The book treats of poetry. C. They treated me to sweets. And D. He treats his son cruelly. In all these sentences, the verb treat has different meanings, and we can speak about polysemy. A word having several meanings is called polysemantic, and the words having one meaning are called monosemantic. These words are few in number. These are scientific terms. The bulk of English words are polysemantic. The ability of to have more than one meaning is described by the term polysemy. Polysemy is a phenomenon which has an exceptional importance for the description of a language system and for the solution of practical tasks connected and adequate understanding of the meaning of a word and its use. Different meanings of a polysemantic word may come together due to the proximity of notions which they express. For example, the word blanket has the meanings a woolen covering used on beds, a covering for keeping a horse, and a covering of any kind, a blanket of snow, covering all or most cases used attributively. For example, we can say a blanket insurance policy. The semantic structure of a polysemantic word can be distinguished between two levels of analysis. On the first level, the semantic structure is presented by different meaning as the main or primary meaning stands in the center and the secondary meanings proceed out of it like rays. Each secondary meaning can be traced to the primary meaning. In the word face, the primary meaning denotes the front part of the human connected with the front position. The meanings were formed. The front part of a watch, the front part of a building, the front part of a playing card. Connected with the word face itself, the meanings, expression of the face, outward appearance are formed. The second level of analysis is determined as the semantic components within separate meaning, where some semantic structures are arranged on different meanings. In the following list of meanings of the adjective dull, one can hardly find generalized meaning covering and holding together the rest of the semantic structure. For example, dull as an adjective. The first, a dull book, a dull film, means uninteresting, boring. The second, a dull pupil, means stupid. The third, a dull weather, a dull day, a dull color, means not clear or bright. And the fourth, a dull sound, means not loud or distinct. And the fifth, a dull knife, means not sharp. The sixth, a dull eyes, seeing badly. And the seventh, dull ears, means hearing badly. As you can see from this structure, the adjective dull with the different nouns forming new word groups like a chain, which are distinguished into separate meanings. In most cases, in the semantic development of a word, both ways of semantic development are combined. Semantic structure of compounds. The main intersemantic aspect of compound words is the question of correlation of the separate meanings of the constituent parts and the actual meaning of the compounds. The semantic structure of compounds can be divided into two groups: A. Non-idiomatic compounds and B. Idiomatic compounds. The first groups of compounds represent meanings which can be described as the sum of their constituent meanings. It means that these compounds have changes in their meanings, and it is easily to guess. For example, classroom, bedroom, raincoat, night dress, dancing hall, changing room. And the compounds which meanings do not correspond to the separate meanings of their constituent or main parts are called idiomatic compounds. Idiomatic compounds can be divided into two types: A. Partial, that is non-complete, changed meaning. B. Total, that is complete, changed meaning. In the first type of compounds, one of the components has changed its meaning. In this type of compound words, we see the process of change of meaning. For example, a blackboard, a blackbird, lady killer, chatterbox, blackberries. For example, the compound a blackbird conveys only one concept, the type of bird. This is one of the main features of any compound word. The second type of compounds, it is a process of complete change of meaning, or the key semantic aspect has been lost. For example, a ladybird, tall boy, blue stocking, blue bottle, butterfingers. A ladybird is not a bird, but insect. Tall boy is not a boy, but a piece of furniture. Blue stocking is a person who dedicates his life to science. Blue bottle, it is not a bottle, it is an insect. Butterfingers is a clumsy person, often has accidents because they are not careful. So we have regarded three groups of compounds based on different semantic meanings. And now be ready to answer to the following questions. What is understood by semantics? Explain the term polysemy. What are the causes of semantic changes? What are the levels of analysis in investigating the semantic structure of a word? What is the semantic aspect of compound words? And into what semantic groups can compounds be divided?